I'm Evelyn. I'm 41 years old and I used to work as a cabin attendant for KLM. I started flying in 2008 and looking back, my symptoms began about 2 years later. Headaches, nausea, dizziness, memory issues. And I thought it was just a jet lag or the long hours. We all felt tired, right? But over time it got worse. Tingling in my hands and tremors in my hands, arms and legs. Blurred vision, tunnel vision and extreme fatigue. There was a flight where we had to call a doctor who gave me morphine twice while I was screaming in pain in the overhead crew rest. And when we landed, I disembarked in a wheelchair and spent a layover in the hospital. And eventually I was reported sick. And that was the start of a long, frustrating journey. And I heard from a colleague about neurotoxic syndrome. And I contacted Dr. Michel Mulder. He was the first doctor who understood what I was talking about and explained what might be happening. And everything he said made sense. Before all of this, I was full of energy. I worked multiple jobs, even exercised several times a day. And now I'm someone who has to plan every bit of energy. After about 10 months of recovery and still waiting for the test results, I was still hoping that it wasn't flying that made me sick. So I returned flying in 2012 and almost immediately the nausea, the headaches, the tingling, the tremors, the exhaustion, it all came back. And during a flight and a layover in Los Angeles, I knew I couldn't continue like this. That was my last flight in June 2013. Also around that time, I got a phone call about the test results. And they said they've never seen anyone with such high levels of autoantibodies and they were shocked. It proved the nervous system was damaged. And I also received my DNA test showing that my body can't detoxify. So to my colleagues who are still flying, please, listen to your body. Don't ignore the warning signs. Don't let anyone convince you that it's all in your head, because it's not. By sharing my story, I hope to raise awareness, because this isn't bad luck, and it makes people seriously ill.